you are feeling disheartened, that you are somehow not enough, set your heart ablaze. Dry your eyes and look ahead. You may feel like digging your heels in, but the flow of time waits for no one. It won't patiently stand by as you grieve.
Hey, what is up, everybody out in YouTube land? This is Jimmy G in the place to be, and welcome back to another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Awesome. And so, if you have been watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not, what have you been waiting for? Please subscribe, get notifications. We want to get to that 1,000 mark, and first we got to hit to 200. We are so close, and once we get to 200, I got stuff to give away. And if you don't want to know what I have to give away, just look at that video that I have down below that talks about giveaways. And so, we got all sorts of stuff, and you may be saying, Jimmy, why are you buying my love? Because, you know, I love you, and I know you may think can't buy me love, but I'm going to try to, because I want you to enjoy these videos just as much as I do and enjoy the fun of the unboxings and things. And I know right now you probably are enjoying our MegaCon series where we just went to the biggest, well, not the biggest, probably one of the top 5 conventions in all of the United States. Probably what I would say the biggest convention in the Florida area. And that was very, very fun. We got to meet Hayden Christensen and a bunch of different people too as well. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're here to do another unboxing video. And here's the thing. It's not Transformers, although I got a crap ton of Transformers to unbox for you, which we will get to. And it's not Star Wars. So there's no force to be with me on this, but it's something else, something that I got into recently. So we'll get into that in just a moment and go through what we're going to unbox. And so one of the things I always say is, man, just relive your childhood, love all things pop culture, love those things that make you happy, and I got to practice what I preach. And so my daughter was telling me, hey, Dad, you need to watch this anime. Dad, you need to watch this anime. And so I finally broke down and watched it, and guess what? It's one of my favorite animes. And you may not know what it is, or you may know what it is, but I will tell you what it is, and it is called Demon Slayer. Or maybe I should say it with a better voice. Demon Slayer. That's it. And so I started watching that one, and I'm getting back into anime now. I told my daughter, I said I was into anime before she even knew. I mean, with Akira and with Astro Boy, and then of course my friendly one. Would Yu-Gi-Oh be considered an anime? But I know they had a manga. Would it be considered an anime? But I don't know. But I told her I was into that, and I got my daughter hooked on Yu-Gi-Oh, and then she got me hooked on Demon Slayer. And some of y'all may think, demons? What's this to do with demons? Well, the Japanese anime is a little bit different, and their superstitions are different, and their culture is different. So what Demon Slayer is about, it's about a guy whose name is Tanjiro, who went to go basically sell some coal, and when he came back, his family was murdered, and they were murdered by what were called demons. And what he found out was his sister was still alive, but what happened was his sister was bitten and she was turning into a demon. So demon, I would say, is vampire. So when you think about Demon Slayer, it's kind of I would call it Buffy the Vampire Slayer plus Blade plus a little bit of, Underworld mixed in with the Taisho era of Japan. That's what you got with Demon Slayer, which is really, really cool. And so now we go on this journey with Tanjiro and his sister who was turned into a demon, and he's trying to get her back to human. And so he goes on and meets a lot of people on the way. Things happen. I won't spoil it, but bing, bang, boom. They live happily ever after. So they have a manga of it. I haven't read much of the manga, but I have watched all the seasons right now. They're currently on season 3, Swordsmith Village. If you're not watching it, it's on Crunchyroll. Make sure you subscribe to Crunchyroll to be able to watch it. But the animation is top notch. The story is great. It is a bit bloody, and it is, I would say it's probably PG-13-ish. If you were to say maybe more PG-15-ish from a gore and other themes that are inside that anime. But overall, it is about seeing the best in people and helping redeem people too as well. So I dig it. I love it. And so what we're going to do today is I got some figures that we're going to unbox. And to tell you a little bit more about these figures, they are the new McFarlane figures. And if any of y'all know who McFarlane is, Todd McFarlane, amazing artist. You know, I loved him when he was with Spider-Man, but many of y'all know him from Spawn. And then he broke out into toys, and some of his toys are top notch. I'm really looking forward to the Batmobile that's coming out for the Flash, but it is all, the pre-orders are sold out, so I'm gonna have to try to find it in stores. And he's also got a big Batwing, and I don't know where I would put that, but that Batmobile and that Batwing, that was my Batman. 1989 Batman, Michael Keaton. He was the best Batman. Some of y'all think Christian Bale. Some of y'all think Adam West. Nobody thinks Ben Affleck, but some of y'all think Robert Pattinson. But Michael Keaton will always be my Batman. Batman 1998, and Jack Nicholson always be my Joker. Not 1998, 1989, but Jack Nicholson will always be my Joker. I thought he did a great job. I mean, Heath Ledger, very close on that one too as well. But that was just that beginning, that great, you know, comic book movie. But we're not here to talk about comic books. We're here to talk about manga, and we're here to talk about Demon Slayer. So I got a few figures that we're going to unbox for you. So first of all, McFarlane released these 5-inch figures. So I got here, this is Tanjiro, one of the main characters, and he's in his Demon Slayer core outfit. And so that's the front of the box, and then the back of the box right there with his Ichirin sword. I think I'm mispronouncing that, but that's okay. And then we got Muzan Kibutsi. And so Michael Jackson is what my daughter calls him, because he kind of looks like a smooth criminal right there. But he is the main bad guy of this show. So he is like Nosferatu or Dracula #1. He's the one that basically is the mastermind behind all of the demon things going on. There's the back. You can see he looks kind of creepy on that. So, and then last but not least, one of my favorites, Nezuko. Sweet little Nezuko, who was turned into a demon, but yet she's learned and been to protect humans and to destroy bad and evil. So that's little cute sweet Nezuko. If you haven't watched the anime, she can mass shift, where she can get smaller and then larger. And then last but not least, this is the other McFarlane, and it is the 12-inch Tanjiro Kamado statue. So again, the box art, very cool. This box is a little beat up. I got it at GameStop. I saw it there and I said, hey, I got to have it. And so we got these 4 figures to unbox for you. Now, McFarlane Toys does have 3 other figures, and they're I haven't been able to find them yet. I saw them once in a Target, and I tried to buy them, but they said these are not allowed to be sold yet, and so they took them from me. And it's a Zenitsu, it's a Tanjiro, and it's a Nezuko. And hopefully I'll get a hold of those soon, and that way I can show you that. And then, oh, I got one more. I'll be right back. I forgot all about him until I mentioned his name, but there is the deluxe Zenitsu set. Now, all of them have a sword. Zenitsu, one of the 3 of the main people, Zenitsu, Tanjiro, and Inosuke, are all demon slayers. And Zenitsu would be what I would consider the Moon Knight of Demon Slayers, which means he's one personality when he's awake, and he's something completely different and more powerful when he's asleep. And you can kind of take a look here. You see his eyes are closed, and it's got all sorts of really cool stuff. So I can't wait to unbox this one. Here's the back of it. That's kind of the scene all set up. but this one is going to be really cool. What's really cool about the Demon Slayer core, they have 9 Hashira, who are like your most powerful demon slayers. And if you know who they are, I would love for you in the comments below. Tell me which one's your favorite Hashira. For me, it is Rengoku. He is my favorite. He was my favorite. Well, the reason why I say he was, I don't know why I said he was. He's you'll have to see for yourself. But he is one of my favorite Hashira. And then from the demon side, they have the lower moons and then the upper moons, and then of course Muzan. But we won't get into all of that. So let's get into some unboxing so I can show you what these figures look like. So let's go to my work desk back here and get my trusty razor blade out and this pencil, which I don't know why I'm holding. So let's do this thing. All right. So here we are in my workshop area where we're going to get ready to unbox a few of these figures to just make you see and how cool they are. And so let's start with Tanjiro. In case y'all forgot how he looks, there he is. And so we're going to get him out of the box and get Nezuko out of the box and get Muzan out of the box. So let's do a little time lapse. All right. Here they are out of the box. And so for a little scale and comparison here, you can see them in their beauty and glory. Oop, sorry, Nezuko. And so here's my little Brazilian Jesus, Darth Vader Jesus statue there. And then I do have, let's pull a core class figure of Transformers. So you can see they stand, about just a few inches tall. Here's my knife, just to kind of give you a little scale. So let's take a closer look, and let's start with you. So there is Muzan, got those cool eyes, and then we have the back. From an articulation standpoint, the only thing that moves is his arms. So that's it. The head does not move, it's just the arms. So not a lot of playability, more just to pose on these. And so let's move Muzan back. And let's get Nezuko. Look at those pretty cute little eyes and that outfit. And so Nezuko, do you have any movements? She can move her hands. And that is about it. And there's her beautiful hair, all sorts of really good stuff there. So we'll have her with her hands up like so. Try to get her. She's a little top heavy or front heavy. And then Tanjiro, getting his sword in, you have to kind of move his fingers out a little bit. But there's his Nichiren sword. There's Tanjiro. Got some good detail. So it looks just like the anime. And in his Demon Slayer core. Now, the interesting thing about Tanjiro is he does have some waist swivel, so he can move all the way around. Legs don't move, both arms do move. The back, you can see the back of his Demon Slayer core uniform, and there is his legs. And so, yes, there is Tanjiro on these. So if you're looking for like superposability with these figures, you're not going to get it. But if you just want something that is just fun, that's a tribute to Demon Slayer, this will be it. Now, these figures were $14.99 a piece. So a little bit on the pricey side. with these ones here. Let me double check that. Yes, $14.99. I got them at Walmart, and so that's where I was able to pick them up. Now the Zenitsu that we have that we'll unbox here in just a moment, he was $24.99 because he does have a scenery that goes with him. So yeah, so you can have your little scenes. It's like, at all cost, I must protect Nezuko. And there we go. And so let's move them aside. You all kind of hang out here. And Muzan, I'll let you kind of hang there too as well. And Tanjiro, you can hang out by the Porg. So we can focus in on Zenitsu here. So let's open him up. There he is, Zenitsu, in thunder breathing, first form. Thunderclap and flash. So the interesting thing about Zenitsu, why I call him the Moon Knight, is when he's asleep, he is probably one of the most powerful demon slayers there is. Look at his sword. It's really got some really cool detail in that. It has like the lightning. I don't know if I can get that zooming in. There we are. But there's his face. You can kind of see his face there with his sleep and his breathing technique. And then, of course, the robe, just with all of its detail. And again, only the arms move. And then the head, I believe, moves a little bit too as well. But other than that, it's not really for making dynamic poses. It's just to kind of just set the scene. So let's set the scene and let's move this camera in a little bit closer. And so let me set him down. Thank you, Zenitsu, and we'll get that camera in there a bit closer. All right, we are a little bit closer where you can kind of see, you can set the scene with Zenitsu, Muzan, Nezuko, and Tanjiro. So a few things to know about your Demon Slayer core, like Tanjiro here, who I just knocked over. He has what's called water breathing, and different forms of water breathing, which is how he can slice and dice. He also has another one called Hinukami Kagura. I believe I pronounced that okay, but it is like a fire slash dance. It's actually called a sun breathing technique, which is very, very rare. And the black Nichiren sword is a rare sword too as well, but usually it's a sign of people who won't last long. But Tanjiro is proving him a little bit different, and he's just gentle-hearted. He has excellent sense of smell, and he's got a hard head. So if he wanted to headbutt Muzan, he could and not even feel a thing. And then you have Zenitsu, who is thunder breathing, and he only, there's different forms of thunder and water breathing. So first form, second form, water breathing, first form, and then thunder breathing though. Zenitsu only knows the first form of thunder breathing. So it's really funny if you watch the anime or read the manga, but boy, does he know that first form. And he, like I said, when he's asleep or he's unconscious, he's more powerful. So watch out if you ever see his eyes are closed. But when he's awake, he is Mr. Chicken Little, screaming, yelling, and he loves girls. Let's just put it that way. He loves girls. Nezuko! Nezuko-san! No, Nezuko! And then Nezuko, who is a demon who doesn't eat blood or eat flesh or anything like that. So the way she gets her power, she sleeps. And she has what's called blood demon art. Blood demon art, exploding blood. And she doesn't talk. She just and mumbles. But man, she is... When you think Tanjiro is protecting her, I think sometimes Nezuko is protecting Tanjiro. What's cute is Tanjiro has a basket that he wears on the back of his his outfit that he puts Nezuko in, because demons cannot be in the sun. So doesn't that sound familiar? Demons, vampires, they cannot be in the sun. The sunlight is bad for them. Now, Muzan, who's the head one, who's the most powerful, he is looking for a way to be in the sun, so that way he can be all powerful. And so there's a lot of interesting plots and subplots and things like that around these figures. And so let's do this. Let's set you all aside and let's get ready to open the big box. So let's cut to that. All right, here is the 12-inch posed figure, the box in all of its glory. And so we are going to get ready to open this baby. But again, let's just do a little quick box spin. Beautiful. So this one's considered a statue. I love the hero shot here. You got Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Inosuke, Nezuko, and that's Tomioka. They're in the shadows, I believe, are the demons, the upper moon, I think. No, those are the Hashira right there. And then there's, I forgot his name, but he's the one that trained Tanjiro. And then Muzan's creepy eyes right there in the background. So really, this is a cool poster on this one here. But the box, other than that, it's made to be seen. So there we go. And so let's open this baby. And here is the statue, all put together with its beautiful stand. So we'll do a quick statue spin. Some really, really great detail. I love how the robe looks. You got a sword. You got some really good paint detail. McFarlane Toys does typically a really good job of their figures and details. The statue's really good. Some things I wish that they would have included, like maybe, either the water effect or the fire effect, or an ability to really make this guy posable. I would have paid $100 for a super posable Tanjiro statue that had maybe different faces and different things there. But this is meant just to kind of be there for your enjoyment. And so let's get a closer look, and let me switch to the different tripod. So give me just a second. Nezuko, I will protect you. There he is. Let's take a look at that face. See if we can zoom in on that face a little bit there. Boom. There we are. Look at the detail. You can see that in his eyes. The determination. I love his earrings. His earrings have significance in the show. So again, I won't spoil anything for y'all, but I think I spoiled a little bit, but yeah, I won't speak any more of that. He has his Demon Slayer core outfit on, but he has his robe that he normally wears. The sword. Let's take a closer look at the sword. Look at that. Beautiful black sword. What's funny, in each of the seasons, he breaks his sword and he gets it from the swordsman. And this season they're in the Swordsmith Village. So it looks like he's got a pipe up his butt, but that's just there to hold the statue. So let me see if I can tip this to show you where it goes in. You can see right there, that's where that pipe part goes in. And then of course his blade, his shoes. So again, some really cool details, but what I would wish is that they would have had some customization options. Now, what I love about the base, of course, you got the Demon Slayer logo right there for it. And I think what's going to happen, because we have Yamacon coming up in December, and I want to probably get Zach Aguilar to sign this and put a quote right there. I think that would make that really pop and really look cool. But very, very, very nice statue. So let's do a little spin. Water breathing, third form. I forgot which one the third form. Water wheel. I don't know which one the forms are. I know I'll probably get roasted in the comments. I'm going, you should know your different water forms. The only water form I know is water form me taking a shower. So lay off. Yeah, very, very cool. So, well, let's bring the gang in. So let's take Zenitsu. Let's put his lightning all around this base here, which would be kind of cool. And we'll set Zenitsu right there. And then little Tanjiro, you can come right here. Muzan. And Nezuko-san. There. Let's back this baby up. There we are. The gang's all there. So, pros. I mean, it's McFarlane figures. The animation of it all looks very, very accurate. I love the big figure. Like I said, probably that autograph will make that thing really pop. The little back, the little lightning effects for Zenitsu is awesome. And the cons, now, of course, Zenitsu, his waist moves, and so does Nezuko, but Muzan, it's just his fists and his head. That's it. And then Tanjiro waist, the arm swivels too as well, so you can adjust that sword however you would like. So let me just show you. I'll just turn. There we go. Turn the sword a little bit. But there they are. Now the negatives, the posability. Zero posability on the statue, very limited posability on the little figures there. Nezuko is very front heavy, so getting her to stand, you better not breathe around her or she is going to fall over and will need resuscitation. Yeah, limited posability for $14.99. A little steep for these figures because Bandai just came out with some figures that we'll review in a future vlog that I've got that are much more posable, and we'll show you kind of some of the differences between those. But they're $16.99. So for like $2 more, you can get some really posable figures. But however, McFarlane does have some larger figures. I believe they have the 7-inch figures that have better posability. So I'm looking forward to trying to find those so that way I can review those for y'all. But overall, on a scale of good, bad, or awesome, I would give it a good. Good-est. Not quite awesome. I mean, he looks awesome. This statue looks awesome. It's not like I'm sad about the purchase, but this looks very, very cool. And then we can put Darth Vader Jesus there, and you complete the set. So let's get back and hear my final thoughts on everything. Oh, sorry, one little addendum. Something I just discovered is Zenitsu's head moves up and down, also side to side, but the feet can pose. So if you see here, I can move those feet in and out. And with Nezuko, I can move her legs in and out. So she's a little bit better balanced. So my bad. I forgot that. But still, I could use some more posability, but that helps. That helps a lot. So I'm going to bring Tanjiro in for one last look. You want another quote? Set your heart ablaze! Which he gets from Rengoku, which is really cool. I can't do the voice just as good, but there you go. That's a good quote there. There's a lot of really cool quotes. You can watch it in sub, Demon Slayer in subbed or dubbed, whatever your preference is. I am not a snob one way or the other. Some people are like, oh, you got to watch it sub. Some people are like, oh, dub is the way to go. Watch it however you like. But if you want the most accurate, sub will be the most accurate. In the subtitles, you can read that. Whereas, dub, sometimes they got to match the audio to the you know, the audio to the lips and stuff like that. So Demon Slayer, again, has become one of my favorite animes, and I would encourage you to watch it. Of course, if you're under the age of 13, no. Even if you are 13, it just depends on what kind of 13 you are. Oh, Tanjiro, I'm going to put you down. But it's really cool. And then you may be like, Jimmy, you're a grown adult watching cartoons. Hey, I love them. I still watch The Simpsons, King of the Hill, Bob's Burgers, Demon Slayer. There's several other anime. Chainsaw Man, I've been watching that one, which is pretty brutal. But there's some really cool stories that you can get out of that, and some really cool life lessons from a lot of the cartoons. Now, The Simpsons, they of course predict the future, but Demon Slayer, just Tanjiro, even though he has that angry look, he's still got that compassion in his eyes. So again, like I said, this is kind of on the gooderist for me, not quite at the awesome place, but gooderist would be where I would put it. But you can pick these figures up either at GameStop, Walmart, Target, Amazon, wherever you want. You can watch Demon Slayer Season 1, I believe, on Netflix, Season 2 on Netflix, and then Season 2, the Entertainment District, you have to watch on Hulu. I think it's on there. And then you can watch all of it on Crunchyroll. So if you're wanting to watch any of that. So. But I'm looking forward to reviewing the other McFarlane figures and then the Bandai figures. But there's other statues and things too. There's Funko Pops. So really excited about this genre. So I'm going to add this to my pop culture repertoire and make it happen. So with that, we're done. We had a good time. We laughed a little. We cried a little. We groaned a little. We figured out dad breathing, second form, dad joke. That's me. So I have lots of different forms of dad breathing. So you'll find out throughout all these vlogs. But yeah, tune in next time where we maybe do another unboxing of something else. Whether it's, I've got a lot of Transformers, I got a lot of Star Wars stuff that I need to get through. But until then, y'all stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later.